Hello, I'm Dawson Boyer. I'm one of the owners of Providence Hill Real Estate and a father of 4 children, 2 who are currently at Saint Bridget. And, as our kids started at Saint Bridget, they started getting involved in the sports program. We realized that there were some students who may need assistance to play sports from a financial standpoint, maybe partial or full. And as a father of 4 kids, kind of understand the growing, increasing cost as each child starts to become involved in a sport. And a big part of that was, we wouldn't have sports and athletics and activities at Saint Bridget without all of our great coaches, including the one we endearingly know as Coach. So, Coach, can you just give us a little insight or background on how long you've been at the school, how long you've been doing athletics,
Sure.
and kind of how it's grown in your time here?
So I started out as a parent. My oldest, who is now a senior in college, she went here back in 2006. And then my second oldest, he's now a senior in high school, and he graduated here in 2019.
Okay.
So as far as being here, this is, I believe, my 17th year with the school. I was hired on back in 2015 to run our sports program here. So,
Very good.
Yeah.
So when you got here, what did the sports scene look like?
Well, we basically had only about 3 sports. We had basketball, more basketball, but we also had like a really small track team,
Okay.
and we had a girls tennis team,
Okay.
and that was it. There was definitely a need for some more sports. So,
And then how many programs and sports do we have today?
as of this year, we have 17 sports.
Wow. So
And
we've gone from 3 to 17.
yes,
That's unbelievable.
yes.
And then how do y'all kind of go about, promoting so the students know? Because obviously you can have all these offerings, but if you don't have the players,
Right.
you don't have the teams.
Well, so I always talk to a lot of the kids, and I ask them what sports are they looking to have, and they basically tell me the sports, and I then work on trying to find a way to make it happen.
Right.
Back in 2015, a lot of our kids were asking about starting a soccer program, and at the time we really didn't quite know how, because there was no fields, there was no coaches, and then everything just started to fall into place. So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
And the sports program now, I mean, our kids have played in it and play in it, and it is
Yeah.
just a well-run,
Yeah.
great, I feel like teaching the kids not only the sport, but just the the fundamentals of the sport,
Yeah.
but also the character and
Yes.
sportsmanship that comes along.
Absolutely. And I think that comes from a lot of our kids and a lot of our Saint Bridget families, where the core value is there.
Right.
And it helps out because it also shows within our actual sports program. So
I'd say a few months ago, we were trying to figure out how to get more involved in from the athletic side, and met with you and based on your feedback and obviously being here with the students and knowing the students and the families,
yes.
had this great opportunity to meet a need that was there for families that perhaps couldn't afford a sport every season. Maybe
Right.
they could do one season,
Right.
or one sport a year,
Right.
or as is so common, large families with many kids.
Right.
So maybe you can just tell us a little bit about the athletic scholarship fund and what the need was and how it's kind of been serving the need.
Sure. Well, so our sports runs on what the parents pay. So the school, it really doesn't help out as far as the cost. So anytime that there's a sports fee, that actual sports fee goes to cover the cost of the equipment, the coaches, the uniforms, and our pricing is pretty comparable with other sports leagues, but with a lot of sports that I feel like that this scholarship fund definitely helps out a lot of the families that are in need of a little bit of extra help. So
that's great. And then maybe a little bit about, you know, when these kids find out that they're able to play, or what have those interactions been like?
So our kids here love our sports program, and that's what actually helps us out is our kids play sports here.
Right.
And our kids like it because they really do like to play with their friends.
Right.
And they like to play for the name that's on the front of their jerseys.
So I love that the opportunity just for like kind of also no kids left out.
Yes.
That wants to be a part.
Yes.
And then are there any other things about the sports program or fundraising that, you know, you'd like to share and it's on your mind?
So our sports is built so that every child here can actually play a sport. A lot of these other schools have cuts where here at our school, every single child will have the opportunity to play or to try a sport. And I've heard from a lot of kids that have gone here that has said that by them having the opportunity to try track or try soccer, that it actually helps them grow the love of the actual game. So
that's awesome.
Yep.
If there's families out there who are hearing this for the first time and are interested in you know, benefiting from the athletic scholarship program, how can they find out about that?
So if you go on to register for your child to play for a sport, it is on the actual website. They have the option to apply for the full amount, or they have the option to apply for half.
Okay. So partial scholarships are there.
Yep.
Families feel like they need assistance for a child, or pay for all of one child, but need help with the, you know, child 2, 3, or 4, or whatever it may be.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yep.
Well, appreciate your time and
appreciate
everything you do for the school, and always
Thank you
let us
so
know
much.
if we can be of assistance.
Absolutely. Thank
Thanks.
you. Yep.